Hi guys, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Sawa. My last name is Manu, and guys, I actually, I actually had a place to go today, and by the grace of God, everything is good. Everything went well, and I'm happy. So this is what we had to do, guys. I feel like I'm in a dream sometimes. I feel like I'm in an endless cycle of dream that it's hard to wake up. So close your eyes and let's do a prayer. So, guys, amen. Thank you, God, for giving us a wonderful day. I feel like I was in a dream. I actually feel like my life, it was like I was a point, almost like now I'm dreaming. Because, guys, I need you to help me understand. And the fact is, a lot of things don't make sense. A lot of things just don't make sense. And guys, this is what has happened to me. I have walked around for almost how long I've been here? A while. And a lot of things just don't make sense. You see? And every time I wanted to say something about it, it's almost like be quiet. You cannot voice your opinion out. You can hurt somebody, a whole bunch of things. And so, and the problem that's wrong with me is when I see it, I will say something and I will literally make a report about it. But people were literally saying that you making a report on someone doing bad, they will tell you that you are literally snitching. So, what has happened when the community or certain group or certain cultures have literally made what is good as bad and what is bad as good? So, what's happening is everywhere that I was going, guys, even till today, everywhere I go, I scratch my head. Like, it don't make no sense. A lot of things didn't make sense. For instance, guys, I just don't even want to put it out here because for instance, guys, listen. The way I thought about the courtrooms in America, the United States, I thought about it totally different. You see, the way I looked at it, I looked at these offices as totally similar to how advanced medical have advanced to. So I was like, I really don't. I was like, well, the law is everywhere. The law is good. The law got it over there. They are good over there with the laws. That's why I was always saying, everywhere you go in another country, they're always saying, oh, United States. They are always fighting over there. That they always want to kill each other. And guess what? They always going to war. That is a fact that everybody out of this country always say. United States always want to go to war, so please don't go mess with them. They always want to go to war. You see? And the issue that came up for me today was when I came here, or when as time goes on here in this country, you realize that folks are not literally going to war. it's almost like, why are you going to war? Why are you going to pick a gun and hurt another person? The question is, what makes you even do that? Think that way. And it brought you always back to this answer. The answer the majority of people are always trying to figure out, which is their system is not working. You see, the majority of people are always saying the system is not working for them. And I can tell you, I've been going around and I say the same thing. Yes, the system is not working. But how are you able to fix it? You see, folks literally walked around without fixing this issue. You understand? Folks walked around without fixing this issue. And how did folks do it? A lot of folks literally see something, they say it, they don't report on it, and the one who even does the issue don't also report it, and the one who gets the issue in front of them don't really pay close attention to it. So this is where the issue of your opinions, your voice, huh? Your voice, your opinion did not get to anywhere. And I realized this in almost like every job that I went in the United States, every job said this. And that is, look what happened. I got yelled at very bad, and literally the guy slammed stuff in my face. I was working. I was new and I was working. Guys, are you hearing me? I had gotten hired at a certain place that I don't want to mention the name here on my site. And when I got hired in there, guess what? During my training, guys, this is what happened. There's somebody that was superior than me, let me put it, that literally is doing the job. This is somebody that has almost like they got the whole certificate on the top. And because I'm just the small one, the underdog. So this person yelled, slammed the thing, and go about. I think he was from Russia. Yeah, he was from. I think the guy was from either Czech, somewhere, some kind of country that the guy is from, and everybody there at that time would. Yeah. So the guy did all this. I came and I talked to the person that was in charge of me, and the person said, "You gotta have a tough skin." Guys, this is what the folks do. You gotta have a tough skin. This is what folks say. You gotta have a tough skin. And I was like, what does tough skin means? You see, this is where I go with my little saying that I actually like a pork that's grilled, right? Because if it's a mushy pork, guess what? I can stick my finger in it and it doesn't taste right. You see? So I like my pork's grilled. So I'm like, what do you mean that you gotta have a tough skin? They were like, nah, you gotta have a tough skin. This is what the person that was in charge of me said. You gotta have a tough skin. And I'm like, no, what do you mean by that, honey? So this is me saying, oh, okay. It said, this lady, this person literally said, you gotta have a tough skin. And I was like, man, I have been mistreated. You are talking about you gotta have a tough skin. No, I want you to go out there and tell that person Hey man, this girl is being trained and all that stuff. Even though you are the shizzle over here, don't go there like that. You know? And so what was happening was me having a clear conscience that I want folks to know that if something like this happened to you, go and report it to the one in the on the your boss, whoever is ahead of you. The folks shut me down before I even. They said, "No, no, no, Sarah, you just gotta have a tough skin, man. You just gotta take it." I'm like, "No, man." Guys, I think I am the person that is always saying no. I'm like, "No, this ain't right. No, 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 no. I got too much clothes. I don't like wearing clothes like that." You just gotta have a tough skin. I said, "No, I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna." Guys, the people were saying this. And why did they say this? I'm gonna give it to you. So I came to a place where the lady telling me I gotta have a tough skin. Literally. Guys, are you hearing this? This person go back to the fellow people in the place where the job is, and they sit down there and said, "Yeah, baby, you just gotta have a tough skin. You just gotta have a tough skin." And they're all sitting down there. This is the problem that we're facing, guys. Man, I, I yeah, let me tell you, this is the problem that we're facing. Everybody was sitting there. They were being abused. I'm telling you, they were being abused by this person. they were being they were being bamboozled by this person, and all they said was this: "Well, that's how we gotta have a tough skin and be a clique." And I said, "Ah, you guys are sick." Guys, this is me. I'm saying, no, 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 no. You guys, something wrong with you guys. The person is have the badge, rude, disrespectful because he got the badge, he got the whole top, and you all sit here and say you gotta have a tough skin. Let's make a little click. So when the guy come, we sugarcoat him. So this is what they were doing. When the guy come and the guy is rude and mean and disrespectful, they are like, "Oh, sir, it's okay, everything is okay." And then I'm looking at it like, nah. I'm looking at it like, no, this ain't no time for me to be sweet and honey booty with him. The guy disrespects y'all 24/7. Now, Sarah, if you go say something, you gonna be fired. Guys, guess what I did? I raised my hand here on my website. I tore on the guy. Oh yes. The guy had the whole badge. I mean, the guy had the badge. The guy does the whole 9 yards. You know, I told on the guy. I said, "Nah, man, this guy right here, just because you got the badge, you can go around doing this to these women." So the guy had, man, guys, guess what? I gave it to the guy. I said, I reported this guy. Matter of fact, guess what? I went, yes, why? Because I was like, nah. Whatever's wrong with these women sitting out here, they just like being abused. You understand? Man, just leave it alone, Sarah. Just have a tough skin. No, I said that's how y'all gonna always be looked at as this. But meanwhile, you guys are powerful. You guys, your voice matter. Nah, you got. I said, hey, y'all live in fear. So me, guess what? Now, because of this incident, because of this incident happening, guess what happened? They gotta call me and tell me I can't even be this over there. Why? Because of the incident that happened. I can't even be with the guys' room. So now I see the guy, I walk off. The guy see me, we walk off. We don't greet each other. We just walk off. And this guy is, yeah, he was from Russia, something like that. The guy see me, he walk up. I see him walk up, and something happened. We went and we got to a place where we had to work together. And so working with a guy, now he see that, okay, now I saw that he started respecting me. How? The guy started being soft, respecting me. All because guess what I did? Guys, man, listen, let me tell you something. Look, me, you gonna give it up. You gonna give it up. What is you gonna, you have to have this mindset called you gonna give it up. What is it? Means, hey, I don't care who you are. If you're not my God who made me, and whatever you are, I'ma face you. You understand? And I'ma tell you something. I'ma school you. This is the university. You gonna get schooled. Can you imagine me knowing everything from the laws? I'm walking around here with 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 a law flag behind my hand saying, "I know this law." You see, because now from where I was, that's how I was thinking. And look, this is what was happening. I'm gonna tell you straight up. This was what's happening. Why the banks started losing money, while retail started losing money, while all these government entities started losing money. It was based upon this notion. You understand? And the notion that was this was based upon was the government already expect that the people will pay their taxes. Bigger corporation expect that their big corporation have been left in the hands of those they trust, so they are better to manage it. And these folks will come and sit around on a round table and be able to discuss, and everybody go. Meanwhile, how the whole company is running, it's not, the guy on the top doesn't even have no idea what they're doing at the bottom. You see, so it's always like, I want to go to the top of you. And this is the issue that happens while the businesses started crushing down. What happened was, when the person went above another person and above another person, when they got to the main person trying to speak to them, the main person later sent it back saying, let's go ahead and go ahead and talk to the person that is in charge of you. So did you see what happened? The underdogs figured a way to do things so that the one on the top do not know. And if it gets to the one on the top, he is so terrified that he don't want the next person to know. So everybody was stuck in a box where they were not trying to connect themselves ideology wise. They're not trying to connect the idea that, hey, if these people are complaining, look, let me tell you something. This is what the problem comes in. I went to a bank today, this morning, and some lady actually got me there a little bit. Oh man, God bless her wherever she is. You know why? Because she really got me up there for me to come here and preach to you. So I sent her, God bless her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she did. She got me there, and then now I'm here preaching to you. So hey, you take it. Kudos to you, sweetheart. So this is what's happening. You, how many times, tell me guys, how many times does a person report to the bank system that they are not treated right? How many times? Who go ahead and reports this incident? Who does that? You see, you will find out that banks are not keeping track of how customers are reporting in management, in office wise. They were only getting reports based upon people's credit card being lost, people's debit cards being lost. So that's where the bank system, guys, that's where the bank system was literally tracing how their money is doing and what is not good for them. Oh, there was fraud because somebody called and said their debit card was missing. You see, so now it brings us back to the question of, is, let's say you are a corporation, you are a big corporation, like one of these big businesses. How are you able to tell the customers are satisfied? Big corporations always make these mistakes. Guys, I didn't want to go there and preach this on my channel, because if I do, I feel like I'm giving away all the candies. Let me tell you, big corporation was always making this problem. And the problem of a big corporation is, I am buff, I got my hands up, but guess what? My fingers are short. I cannot give you as far as I can throw you. You understand? I gain all the money of the world due to my intelligence of me having money that I can open one, two, three more according to your mistakes. So how was big corporation making their own mistake? They were making their own mistake based upon attacking some part of their corporations. You hear me? Attacking some part of the corporations that they feel as if they are so advanced in that aspect that whenever they attack that part of the corporation, it's going to go ahead and make them more money, and ignore, and then what they did is they ignore the other parts of themselves that they were not good at, and that part always show. So how did the big corporation did it? They did it by going ahead and post advertisement on the things that they were good at. But the things that they were not good at, that you don't see, customer complaints and everything wise, they close it off. But what was happening with big corporations is, once they get to the top, what they have trickled to 50 locations and all that stuff, they start to fall. How do they fall? They only fall because they did not take care of the aspect of themselves that they do not want to look. And that's hard. You see, because when you look at the part of yourself that you don't want to, you say, man, I need a little big work here. You understand? I need a little big work at this part. What kind of work do I need? Well, how do I trace the amount of people that are complaining that things are happening? Why do you even need a brick and mortar place? As a bank, why do you need a brick and mortar place? Do you keep all that dollars in the safe that people are able to come in, you pull that dollar and give it to them? Because some people only have the bank online. So now you need to understand the brick and mortar place that you have built is only based for in-service customers. So what happened to the banks? This is how they lose. I'm going to tell you. They have built their suit and tie, all good and everything. Presentable, everybody's looking at it. Oh, this is very presentable. This is on deck. This is it, right? And then you go inside, you're like, wow, this picture just looked like Brad Pitt. You know, that's how the bank system literally did. They look like Brad Pitt. All nice and cool. Actually had one of my co-workers called Brad, you know. So they have almost like Brad Pitt, you know. And this is me trying to be like Angela Jolie. This is me going through there with my intentions that, oh, this is Angela Jolie show. Let me see. You see, like, what's going on? These folks got me going around another country just so. That's how I think. I'm like, man, these folks let me walk in here like I'm going to another country to just you know to live another life. That is it. Because when you get into the guys, sometimes I can sit down and I said, oh my God, why are they doing stuff like this? Why the people? Maybe I'm dreaming. So I write my dreams down, right? So the big corporations, what were they doing? They don't take this is what they tell you, all right? They give you the advertisement, all right? They give you the show, all right? What oh the McDonald's, example, McDonald's give you the burger, the advertisement, so pretty, so good. You come eat it, you love it. But what McDonald's doesn't know that how many customers complain about the food. Guess what it's gonna tell you? Well, we only had returns back. Huh? McDonald's is gonna tell you we only had returns back, food wise. And banks are only gonna tell you we only have credit card fraudulent returns back. And you sit down and tell them, you know, my card can be missing. Guys, if I go there with a banking system, I don't think I said, do you guys know when my card, if I have my card and it's missing, you guys say call us and report fraudulent. So I call you, hey, my card is missing. I report it. You hang it up and then you send me another one. That's it. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the lost and found department of does United States even have it? A lost and found department? How do you even locate it? How do you know I have some? How do I know that I have some inheritance somewhere that is like 5 trillion something that I want to see where the inheritance is, but I can't find it? How do you even know? There's not one. So this is the issue that the banks and the big corporations were following, and is going to crash. And it always crash. Why? Because you build up a man, Buddha suit up and everything. But meanwhile, inside that man, it's an empty box. It's an empty box. You see, you have given an empty box. So how does this empty box work? The empty box, to make it solid, it has to learn that it has stuff that it needs to fix and fix it as it go. So if a person or if the bank really wanted to have succeed more, they were supposed to pay attention. What's happening in our brick and mortar place? This is what they were doing. Because the people that the shareholders, they have relied on the aspect that they have set the banking system to a ladder of how corporate job is. Mean hire manager, hire supervisor, hire this person, and that's it. But when it comes to the place of complaint, how it must be handled, what happened, how we must resolve it for this person to come back again, that part of almost like the whole United States I was going to, most of the places, did not have that solution part on deck. You understand? And if they had the solution part, let me tell you what happened. I make a report at the solution part. The solution part take my report and report it back to the person that I reported. I said, what? You just put me in trouble. You see? I was like, y'all just put me into trouble. Y'all not moving forward. Guys, so I had this thing called I have this thing that I wanted to build. All right? I have to build that guys, sometimes you walk around, you say, my God, there is so much money in this place that you guys don't have to even scheme or lie to make money. You don't have to cheat to even make money. There is so much money, but the money that they are looking for, they are looking for it on status wise. You right? Status wise on how I can be I'm superior than others. Meanwhile, the big bucks of money is on the opposite. How do I make sure folks see folks are okay coming to my business all the time? How do I make sure the young ladies in my place are always doing what they're supposed to do? How many reports does it come in? How do I report? This is how they were doing. They tell you take a survey. Oh my God, these folks just don't want to learn. Take a survey. This is what they were doing. Take a survey. And I sit down there. I said, okay, fine. What is in the survey? The boy and the girl, um, is it graded or not graded? Is it good or not good? And you are like, no, as a customer, no. No way. The survey don't make you know. It doesn't give you no. You guys have literally constructed the survey. So what happens is even though you feel as if the survey is going to help you based upon guys, I know this because I've done it. Based upon the notion of how the person is filling it out and what is said, I was like, that's a lie because anybody can. It don't work. It don't work. Okay, the surveys don't work, and that's what the banks and big corporations are always guys. If you want to make money, this is what their problem is, and what this problem is every corporation. But the answer is so small. I'm not gonna give it to you here. The answer is the most smallest answer. The almost like every company. I want to Home Depot. The same thing happened. And I said, but it's a small answer. It's a small answer. It's a small face. It's in their face. And it's the same thing. You go to the grocery store. It's a small answer. It's a small face. It's in their face. They are doing it all the time, but they can't. And I said, if you figure this thing out, it's almost like, guys, I'm trying to teach you, but you're gonna be a trillionaire of one trillionaire. So I'm trying to save this thing for my little girl, but it's in everybody's face, and everybody's walking around like, "Hello," you know. It shocked me. So the big corporations are losing money. It's only because one of them they're not looking on the other side of the fence. They are looking as we already know. Let's create it from start A to Z. So we follow A to Z, but they're not looking on the other side. And when you look at the other side, not only will you find your problem here from A to Z, but the solution. And when they find the solution, they have to literally come back with guys. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it here. But that's where they were going wrong at. So now, when you look at it, you tell them at the bank, you said, how many folks do report about stuff having to their account activities, and what do you guys do? Well, we just report it to the forgery department, and that's it. And then the forgery department, what do you guys do? We just give the person their money back. You're like, no, that's not. Well, how are you guys investigating then? That means you guys are all in cahoots because you really don't know. And you know what's going to happen? The guy on the top is going to lose. Yeah. The guy on the top is going to lose. And the guy on the top, he thinks he's winning according to how he see his money coming in 700 every year, 800 every year. So he thinks he's always winning, right? Because he has actually made himself to trickle that amount of money, saying, I'll be okay with this number all the time. The rest, I really don't care. So the folks down there are even richer than the guy on the top. Yeah. You see, they are even richer at the guy on the top because The guy on the top just, like I said, have a scale that he's going for all the time. So those folks down here making all this money because they figured this out. And you can, yes, you can. Some people did. They work for big corporations and they were able to literally do whatever. You see, under that they thought it would serve them. It would better for them. So this whole thing has literally today what I had to go through. I had to preach. I was like, baby. You see what happened is I was at one of the store, and the gentleman was really very almost like, it wasn't like he was, the it was a, it's called what's called a race card. It was thrown at him, and so he was kind of a little bit upset. And I was like, yeah, brother, let me tell you something. Guess what? Next time, this is what happens. The solution is there, right? Which is you go ahead and tell your manager. Yes, of course, speak to the manager, right? Okay, and guess what? How are you guys going to face this problem? It's simple, and I'm not gonna tell it. Why? Because these folks have spent almost 30 years, and they are sitting on the solution, and they're watching it happen. Yes. So this is, one is, well, I'll tell you, yeah, okay, just like they always say, go tell your manager. This happened to me. I went to the bank. The young lady did. I was talking to one of the gentlemen over there. The young lady literally come back to me telling me that I was being loud talking to the man that was next door because her attitude was funky in the beginning, and so I had to literally voice my way out to this gentleman that I was speaking to. And this young lady come there, stand there and said, well, because you are being loud and I gotta turn on. I was like, yay, yay, yay. Chill over there. So this young lady comes and she do this. And I'm sitting down there. I literally did. I got up and I also gave her what she wanted. And then I came back and I got her name and I said I report and I sent an email. Do you know what happens? The thing is, the young lady, right? The problem that arose was the young lady did not act right towards me from the beginning. Okay? The young lady did not act right. She was being disrespectful. She went here, she went there, she went here, and everything. So every time a customer complains, the customer is only going to complain, I was not rightfully served. Okay? I was not rightfully served because I was in line and they came, but you have already taken my name. So I feel like you are going to go back and ask, hey, miss, and if you are busy, let somebody else help me. Which is what I have already preached this to somebody else. I said, just get a walkie talkie, call somebody and say, can you help this person? And I went to the bank and the bank did the same thing. And I was like, okay, you got a walkie talkie or whatever, because that's how you guys are taught, right? But that's not the solution. No, the solution is not, that's not the solution at all. I don't know what they're doing. So why I'm saying this is not the solution to go to your manager like this. You went to them, you reported, right? The manager is like, okay, we will call this person, we will talk to them and everything. That's not the solution. The manager is gonna say, well, let's block the person. Well, that's not the solution. Because you blocking this person, cutting this person off, they are customer. You think another customer will come if they even hear this? No. The only way this issue is solved is right in front of them. Everybody on this planet is missing their solution, but you look at them, you are like, this is your solution, and you are it's right here in front of you. You see, this is your solution and it's right here in front of you. So I had made my report, and like I said, I make my report, and I talked to whoever was there who had to, and explain myself, and then I tell the young lady, this is what you did, and then I walk up. Yeah, And you can see the gentleman was there, was literally looking at me like, what, and I'm like, no, you know. But where I'm going with this whole issue is the bank system only take complaints upon forgery. And if they take a complaint about a service woman being rude or something like that, guess what the banks do? They have nothing to do. They are like, oh, okay, we'll talk to the person, because it they takes maybe 6 months. I heard they take 6 months to train a banker. That's what I heard. I heard even they take more years to train a manager or something. But I had a friend who literally, her name was America. She just graduated high school, and when I met her, she's like, Sarah, guess what? I work at the bank as a manager. I was like, huh? How you get a job as a manager? And she was, yeah, she was, I think she was from either she was from Mexico, yeah. And I said, hey, how did you do that? And then she was like, yeah, because I knew this. So I was like, wow, the whole banking system, huh? You know. So yeah, the girl did it, and it was so beautiful, and I was amazed about her. Mm. Me and her, we always exchange um, words. So, like I said, the reporting to your manager, right? It gives you only the backup documentation that the incident have occurred, but it does not solve the problem of that incident not happening again with another customer. And this is what happens in the office. If somebody is being complained on not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, then now they look at the person like, oh, that person is, not good or whatever. Yeah. But what I needed the bank, guys, huh, it's almost like I cannot speak without giving the clue, but I have to. This one I have to. So the banking system does it. And grocery stores does it. Everywhere you go, they do this, you know? And some of them tell you report anonymous and you'll be okay. That guys, that's the liars of the liars. Report unanimous and you'll be okay. How do I report something unanimous and I'll be okay? Meanwhile, how do you do this report? Tell me if you are here on my channel. Report unanimous and you're okay. I'm like, how? They are like, just say what happened and who it happened with. Guys, this is exactly what happened to me. And when I said I have to report something, they said it's unanimous. Guys, look at this. These folks said it's unanimous. Okay? It's unanimous. That's what they said. And nobody's going to know you. You'll be safe. This is the advertisement they paid. Say nobody's going to know you and you're going to be safe. So, meanwhile, you go ahead and you make the report. Let's say about me being crazy for you, right? You are like, I'm crazy for this one. I'm crazy for this one, right? Let's say you're going to make the report. And meanwhile, you told me and you have altercation that you say you're crazy for me, right? So this is what happened. This is why I'm telling you, even sexual harassment on jobs and all that stuff. Sometimes I look at it and said, guys, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? So let me give it to you. So this person, go ahead. You say you like me, I like you. Okay, fine. Now you go and report it, right? And then when you reporting it unanimous rise, guess what happened? When the manager gets the email, the manager is like, I don't know who did this, but somebody went ahead and report that this person said that somebody likes someone. If you are here saying that you like somebody else, it's up on you, man. You need to be careful and everything, because you can go around telling folks you like it. And then the person just come and stare at you like, I just told you I like you, and then and so now The person knows. You know, in my culture, you said ekutia nimnira, meaning the person that you talking bad about, they know exactly who it belongs to. So it's almost like if you're talking bad about me, I know that it's for me, but it's just I'm not gonna respond to it, you know. So I just shine my head off. So that's a good proverb that we have it going. So this person go ahead and say that. So I sit down there and I told the folks over there, I said, how is this thing? How do you guys call this unanimous? They are like, well, um, because you don't have your name on it. And when you type the incident, I said, guys, guess what happened? I did this. Guys, I did this. I'm telling you, I went to the whole 9 years. Me, oh Lord. I filled the whole incident up saying unanimous, that's what they say. But we would like for you to put your name underneath it so that we can call you, your cell phone number, so we can hear what happened. These folks go ahead and call my phone number, and I'm like, guys, this is unanimous. Y'all calling my phone number for what? Oh, we wanted to, if you have a little time for us to chat. And then after they chat and everything with you, your name, your number, and everything, well, what department? They literally asked what department you work in, and we will not call you back. I said, oh, Lord. So now what happened? They reported to the manager. Do you understand? They reported to the manager. And I said, this is unanimous. And they tell you that we're not going to have that. No, no, no. Guys, there are some reports you report at your businesses, big corporations, that it only come back to you. Why? Because what's happening? The big corporation don't know how to solve this issue. Okay? And they're going to try, pretend, do everything, but it's in their face and they can't see it. Just like the grocery stores have been open for all these years, and I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? If you actually wanted to do fraudery with what I was going to teach you, it will never let you do it. It will only allow the consumer to fraud themselves. So meaning the consumer have to tell the truth. The way that I have it, you, the company, you can. You only leave it to the consumer to tell the truth, and the consumer is gonna be hard for them. You see, the consumer is gonna be hard for them. That's how, guys. It's a lot. Okay. So now let me go ahead and stop over here and tell you that I had a wonderful day. I had my first day in, this is like I had to write it down in history. What date is this? October the 17th. Guess what? October the 17th. I like the number 17. I don't know why. So, yeah, guys, the big corporation is lacking a small part of themselves that they need to fix for all of us to be okay. And they're always looking at it as if those that really want to solve it, they think maybe it's their pay. One, they think maybe is the firing this person. I'm like, you go ahead and hire everybody all over back again. Why? Because people's attitude, we are all on a 1-7 attitude. We get rid of it, and then another person will come, and you're gonna end up having the same 7 attitudes in the business. So the issue is always gonna be there, but the fixer is hard to find. Okay. So yeah, I am going to keep you guys posted about how everything is going. Okay. I appreciate you all for being here on my channel. I gotta go. Love on you. Bye bye.